Have you been trying to figure out your life's purpose, but you haven't had that aha moment yet? Well, if you have, you're not alone. And if that's you, you're going to want to check out this video. Carolyn, a wonderful soulmate member of my Infinity family, recently wrote to me, and she writes here that she's been trying to figure out her purpose, waiting, searching for that aha moment, and it hasn't happened yet. You know, she wanted to know if I had any recommendations, and of course I do, but you know, I can understand that you've been dealing with some difficult issues here, Carolyn. And she writes on that, you know, she's on long-term disability, you know, she's better mentally, less stressed out, that type of thing, but she's working on her physical state. She worries about that, and the days are long, and she's thinking and thinking. And of course, our subconscious being thinks a lot. We're like worrywarts, and I can understand that. But Carolyn, first of all, even though you're on a disability, even though you're off work or out of commission, trust me, your purpose is still very much there. Every human being has purpose. Live their purpose even though they are unaware that they're doing that. Now, what I decided to do is, instead of trying to talk about, you know, different things in terms of, you know, consciousness and in terms of, you know, purpose, that kind of thing, I thought I'd do some easy tips on how we can kind of delve into certain things to see what it is that we like to do in order to be able to carry out our purpose and do the things that we have passion for and that help others. Now, what's important to you and why? And I absolutely love that, because the answer will always be the foundation of what your life's purpose is. And so what's important to you? Maybe it's taking care of your family. Maybe it's helping people on the internet through some, you know, type of group or community platform. Maybe, you know, it could be a million different things. You know, maybe it's your love for crafts that brings you together with other people, and, you know, that kind of thing. So what is, you know, important to you, and why is that? And do a little checklist for yourself. You'd be surprised, you know, what those things really are, because sometimes we do what's important for others, but not really what's important for ourselves. So I think it's really important to start there. What are you good at? What do you love to do the most? Now, it doesn't have to be that you're the greatest secretary administrator in the world. You may not even know how to type. The thing is, you may be excellent at listening to people. And so that makes you a great candidate to do some volunteer work and help different people. Maybe you're good with kids. Maybe you're going to want to be around children or do story time at the library, that kind of thing. You know, it's never really too late to fulfill your heart's passion with what it is that you want to do. So you really have to think outside the box, Carolyn. Or for anybody out there that really thinks that they're limited, you're not really that limited. Even if you can't go outside, we have the worldwide internet here at our service. There are so many things we can do, even online. Now, you have to understand that when we're dealing with life's purpose, I think a lot of times what we miss is making a statement about what we really want to do. For example, when I wanted to start doing readings, I had to kind of make it a mission or a statement about what I wanted to achieve by doing my readings. So I wanted to affect a lot of people in a very positive way. I wanted to be able to get out there and give messages to so many people. So what I did is I made myself a life statement, life purpose statement, I guess you call it. And I indicated the things that I wanted to do and how I wanted to affect people. So it's always amazing when you commit yourself to doing something, how you kind of go along with the plan. So it's interesting, you know. The other thing is, I tell people, really follow your heart. Make sure that it's something that you want to do, not something that others want you to do. My mother wanted me to become a medical secretary. Forget that, okay? There was no freaking way. Now, when were you the happiest? I'm going to tell you, I was really happy when I was a teenager doing readings for people. I loved teaching cards. I loved all of those types of things. And you know what? It's funny. I put it aside for so many years thinking, geez, people are going to think I'm crazy. But at the end of the day, I'm back at doing that because it really was a passion for me. It's something that I think I always wanted to do, but I was too afraid to do. So the thing is, you really need to, follow your heart. But when were you happiest? When I think back, I was so happy doing that. Now I do workshops. I love it. I do readings. I love it. And I'm not stuck where I used to be. So you really have to think about when you were happiest. Could have been when you were working at a camp somewhere. It could have been like when you were like cooking for somebody, it could be anything, but you got to think of that. And last but not least, everybody out there, you need to take some you time. If you are pooped, if you are exhausted, if you have, no get up and go because it got up and went, you really need to have to center yourself and say, okay, you know what? I need to take some me time. I need a little break. I need to take some time away from phones or social media or just even away from life. Go on a holiday, go away for a weekend, go visit a friend, do something different, but enjoy your life. When you're happy, things come a little bit more easily. When you start to think about all these tips that I gave you, it might make a little bit more sense as to where you're going. But I'm going to tell you, when you start giving that a little bit more attention, you'll soon find out what your life purpose is. And trust me, sometimes it could be just waking up this morning and smiling at somebody that was going to hurt themselves today because they didn't really have any positive outlook on life. Maybe they were depressed, but your smile might have made that world of difference. Keep an open mind. I want to thank everybody who's written in, to Just Ask Jay. Absolutely love you guys all so much. If you're looking, for some advice here by way of video, please write to me, but you have to be a member of My Infinity Family. So please join me at myinfinityfamily.com. I hope you have a wonderful week. Until next video, we'll see you really soon. Bye-bye.